Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's break down the components of your question and then address each one with the requested level of detail, including code examples where relevant. I'll focus on the parts that make sense and provide a broader context for some of the potentially misunderstood aspects. I'll be frank where the question is vague or requires a significant stretch of interpretation. Breaking down the components, and identifying ambiguities. Here's my interpretation of the various keywords you've used. Asterisk one-word words, this is a bit confusing, but I'll interpret it as referring to unigrams. In natural language processing, NLP, a unigram is a single word. We might be talking about analyzing individual words within text, or tasks focusing primarily on isolated words. Asterisk breaking exams, this is vague and could mean a few things. Asterisk analyzing exam content, using NLP to understand the difficulty, topics covered, and potential biases in exam questions. Asterisk preparing for exams, using NLP to create practice questions, identify weaknesses, and provide personalized study plans. Asterisk cheating on exams, I will not provide any information or assistance related to unethical or illegal activities. I will explicitly avoid addressing this potential interpretation. Asterisk why enough sigma, sigma in statistics refers to standard deviation. The phrase why enough sigma is unclear, but I'll interpret it as relating to statistical significance. In machine learning, we often need to determine if observed differences between algorithms or models are statistically significant, meaning they are unlikely to be due to random chance. We might be talking about how many standard deviations away from the mean an observed value is. Asterisk ytshorts, this likely refers to short-form YouTube videos. I'll try to keep explanations concise, mirroring that format, while still providing sufficient detail. Asterisk with code example, I will provide Python code examples using common NLP libraries like NLTK and scikit-learn wherever appropriate. Detailed explanations and examples. Let's address each component now, combining them where it makes sense. 1. Unigram analysis, analyzing single words. Unigram analysis is the simplest form of text analysis. It involves looking at the frequency and characteristics of individual words in a text. Here's why it's useful. Asterisk basic statistics asterisk counting word occurrences, finding the most frequent words, and calculating basic statistical measures, example average word length. Asterisk topic modeling, as a starting point while more sophisticated methods exist, example LDA, analyzing the most frequent unigrams can give you a rough idea of the topics discussed in a document. Asterisk sentiment analysis, rudimentary some words have inherently positive or negative connotations. Counting positive/negative words can give you a very basic sentiment score. Asterisk keyword extraction, simple identifying important keywords based on frequency. Code example, Python with NLTK. Explanation asterisk. 1. Tokenization asterisk the word _tokenize function from NLTK splits the text into individual words, tokens. 2. Stop word removal asterisk stop words are common words that don't carry much meaning, example the, a, is. Removing them helps focus on more important words. 3. Counting asterisk the counter object from the collections module efficiently counts the occurrences of each word. 4. Most common words asterisk word _counts. Most _common, 10, returns the 10 most frequent words and their counts. 5. Statistics asterisk calculates total word count and average word length. 2. Breaking exams, analyzing exam content / preparing for exams. Let's focus on the analysis and preparation aspects of exams. A. Analyzing exam content asterisk. Asterisk topic identification asterisk use unigram analysis, or more advanced techniques like TF-IDF and topic modeling, to identify the main topics covered in past exam papers. This helps students understand which areas to focus on. Asterisk difficulty level assessment asterisk analyze the vocabulary used in exam questions. A higher proportion of complex words might indicate a more difficult exam. You can use word frequency lists based on different grade levels to estimate difficulty. Asterisk question type classification asterisk train a machine learning model to classify exam questions into different categories, example multiple choice, short answer, essay. This can help students prepare for different question formats. Asterisk bias detection asterisk examine the language used in exam questions for potential gender, racial, or cultural biases. This requires careful analysis and may involve looking at word associations and context. Code example, topic identification with TF-IDF. Explanation asterisk. 1 TF-IDF vectorization asterisk TF-IDF, term frequency inverse document frequency, is a technique that measures the importance of a word in a document relative to a collection of documents. Words that appear frequently in a specific exam but rarely in other exams will have high TF-IDF scores. 2 feature names asterisk vectorizer.get underscore feature underscore names, returns the vocabulary of words used in the TF-IDF matrix. 3 averaging asterisk we calculate the sum of TF-IDF scores for each word across all exams to get an overall importance score. 4 sorting asterisk we sort the words by their average TF-IDF scores. 5 top topics asterisk we select the words with the highest TF-IDF scores as the top topics. B. Preparing for exams asterisk. Asterisk question generation asterisk use NLP to generate practice questions based on exam content. This can be done using techniques like text summarization and question answering. Asterisk personalized study plans asterisk analyze a student's past performance to identify their strengths and weaknesses. Use this information to create a personalized study plan that focuses on areas where they need the most improvement. Asterisk automated feedback asterisk provide automated feedback on student answers to practice questions. This can involve checking for keyword matches, grammar, and spelling. Asterisk vocabulary building asterisk identify key vocabulary words from exam content and create flashcards or other learning materials to help students learn the terms. 3. Why enough sigma, statistical significance. In machine learning, we use statistical significance to determine if the performance of one model is truly better than another. Here's the concept. Asterisk null hypothesis asterisk we start with the assumption that there is no difference between the models, the null hypothesis. Asterisk alternative hypothesis asterisk the alternative hypothesis is that there is a difference between the models. Asterisk p-value asterisk the p-value is the probability of observing the results we obtained, or more extreme results, if the null hypothesis is true. Asterisk significance level, alpha we set a significance level, alpha, typically 0.05. This is the threshold for rejecting the null hypothesis. Asterisk rejection rule asterisk if the p-value is less than alpha, p 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that there is a statistically significant difference between the models. How sigma, standard deviation, fits in asterisk. The p-value is often calculated using a test statistic that involves the standard deviation. Common statistical tests, like the t-test, compare the means of two groups while taking into account the standard deviation of each group. A larger standard deviation means more variability in the data, making it harder to find a statistically significant difference. Why enough sigma? This relates to power. You want enough statistical power to detect a real effect if it exists. Factors impacting power. Asterisk effect size. Asterisk how big is the difference between models? Bigger differences are easier to detect. Asterisk sample size. Asterisk more data gives more power. Small sample sizes make it hard to find significance. Asterisk variance. Asterisk more variance, higher sigma, reduces power. Code example, paired t-test in Python. Explanation asterisk. One paired t-test asterisk the stats.test_rel, function from scipy.stats performs a paired t-test. A paired t-test is appropriate when you are comparing the performance of two models on the same data samples. 2 t-statistic and p-value asterisk the function returns the t-statistic and p-value. 3 significance check asterisk we compare the p-value to the significance level, alpha, to determine if the difference between the models is statistically significant. 4. Ytshorts, conciseness. I've tried to keep the explanations concise and to the point, as if presenting this information in a short video format. Each section provides a summary of the topic, a code example, and a brief explanation of the code. Important considerations and limitations asterisk. Asterisk ethical use asterisk always use NLP techniques ethically and responsibly. Avoid using them for cheating or any other unethical activities. Asterisk data quality asterisk the accuracy of NLP results depends heavily on the quality of the data. Clean and well-formatted data is essential. Asterisk context matters asterisk unigram analysis is a simple technique and may not capture the full meaning of text. More advanced NLP techniques, example sentiment analysis with context, topic modeling, can provide more nuanced results. Asterisk statistical power asterisk be aware of the limitations of statistical significance testing. A statistically significant result does not necessarily mean that the difference is practically meaningful. Consider the effect size and the context of the problem. I hope this detailed explanation addresses your original question. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. Just remember to be specific and clear in your requests.